All right, let's check this out. The Skyrim Together team is working on a multiplayer mod for Hogwarts Legacy and there's already a prototype. Hogwarp aims to let up to 8 people play together in a shared world. Let's see it. Let's check this out. Yeah, this looks like it's a co-op mod. But again, it's a start and it's pretty early. Oh, that's funny. The day-night cycle isn't synced. You're right. Yeah, I mean, for being out for a week, this is really good. The team behind the Skyrim Together Reborn multiplayer mod has turned its attention to something new. Hogwarp, a multiplayer mod for Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is a big sprawling game with second story tale of kids untending much in school. Is a natural fit for some sort of multiplayer content. True. Focus of the mod is on co-op and role play. Ooh. Even though Hogwarts Legacy only went into full release on Friday, the Together team has already shared a video of a test build in action. Yeah, I was gonna say, I genuinely don't think you should focus on PvP. I think PvP is like just a huge fucking nightmare to do. I think working on just co-op battles, like co-op quests and roleplay is 100% the correct direction. I mean, it's more like you maybe bring PvP in eventually, but it's like, what do you work on first, you know? Our aim is to figure out how to do the basics, such as spawning characters with the player's appearance, animations, and NPCs. Cool. We are not going to create any multiplayer specific on ourselves. We want to provide a stable framework so that people can enjoy the vanilla game and maybe extend it later on. As for how they got a test build running so quickly, Yamashi credited pre-release work on Stray, a very different sort of game, and a connection that baffled me for a moment until they explained it, that uses Unreal Engine. I mean, given that they made this fast, it seems very likely that we will get, you know, maybe people will attempt to do a Hogwarts Legacy RP server, but I think the question will just sort of be, you know, when, and will it have sort of the same? I think people expecting like a no pixel level support, like that's pretty far out. You know, we'll see. Could happen though. Ever gonna Avada Kedavra everyone? I mean, I would, okay. How would I do a RP server? I think maybe someone would want a straight up Wild West RP server for Hogwarts Legacy. I would strictly not allow for people to just kill each other with PvP. I'd actually take out the unforgivable curses, because then you'll have people being like, what? He's in the hospital wing? I mean, I used Avada Kedavra on him. That's fucking weird. He's still alive? That's so weird, bruh. That's weird. They'll say that when someone chooses to not like permadeath their character from getting Avada Kedavra. Or if you want to make it hardcore, yeah, sure, you can Avada Kedavra someone that force permas their character. If you're caught using Avada Kedavra, your character gets sent to Azkaban and is basically permad that way, you know? Everyone suddenly comes the boy who lived. Azkaban? Yeah, that'd be funny. Oh my god, someone violates the server rules, they're in Azkaban. Oh my god, it writes itself. I just wouldn't allow for PvP unforgivable spells. Hot take, RP won't work for the same number as no pixel, 100 plus players, because while the castle is huge and map is very big, however, the map is filled with empty space and the castle filled with empty corridors. Wait, pause. Why would that mean that you can't do RP? What couldn't I argue the same thing about the GTA map is still bigger? Let's say you have 200 people on no pixel. Why would that not work to have 200 people in Hogwarts Legacy? Are you saying it'd be too crammed? I mean, the GTA map is still bigger and they fit 200 people in it. Yeah, like not everyone needs to play a character at Hogwarts. Here's the other thing. I think if you want to do a really good RP server, you need people to play sort of different roles and like do different things. Like I think the idea that some people like have a character that's like just a ghost that can just clip through the fucking school and go around and fucking spook people would be dope, right? So ghosts would be cool. Shop owners in Hogsmeade, or like Hogsmeade people. I actually think that you should have a police force. The cops, I think you should have Aurors. Here's what I would do. Instead of the giant police force in GTA servers, I would have a very small force that is Aurors, and they only go after like really egregious shit, and they're very powerful. You can have like, and then you can have out of school factions, like a group of poachers or whatever they want to frame themselves around, but primarily focusing on like beasts, stuff like that. You could have like a group of like dark wizards who arguably would lean into like gang RP. I think the primary role of RPers, like the majority of them will be students. And then, because again, it's framed around Hogwarts, so the majority of your RPers are students. And then you have teachers, and the professors have like some degree of, you know, power over the students. They can, you know, teach them spells, stuff like that. Like I said, the sort of example I gave is like, imagine you give whitelist to someone like Byrne, and Byrne teaches the Transfiguration class. And over the course of a month, you actually have to attend multiple of Byrne's Transfiguration classes or whatever, Professor Byrne. It's actually a good name for a character. And you have to take multiple of his classes, and he actually like does like fun does like teacher RP like once a week, does some funny teacher RP in class. It can yell at students, can take away points, give points to their houses. What's the character motivation is learning spells, being a good student, right? Not, you know, shooting a cop and getting a pog bank heist and getting a tuner car, right? Tuner broom. Yeah, imagine Space Boy bringing a James Randall-like character as a ghost that like goes around and like fucks with people. Would be amazing. I like the idea that like you would actually have the castle locked down at the in-game nighttime. The castle locks down. They like, you know, they announce like, oh, curfew's starting, get to your dormitories. And, you know, you create a ton of really fun RP for people in the dormitories, create dormitory RP, right? But then some people can try to sneak out, and then, you know, there's prefects walking the hall, there's teachers walking the hall, there's like a whole subsection of like school life at night, secret clubs that are established, like a secret dueling club, secret potions club. Like, yeah, some people like learn how to like Alohomora locks. You have to bring whoever's like good at doing Alohomora. If they fuck it up, creates like the lock starts screeching and alerts the teachers, and then you get caught, and then you can have actual punishments, detention, question to the Forbidden Forest. Where you would want some antagonism is between the houses vying for the house cup, stuff like that. First of all, it's a modified Hogwarts where everyone starts at the age of 18 and then maybe graduates at the age of 21, and they have like 3 years of school. And, like, years can be a couple months. And then like I like the idea that when your character graduates, you can either just exist out in the world, out in Hogsmeade elsewhere with that character, maybe apply to be a teacher, and then you make a new character. I actually think having more temporary student characters instead of like, oh, this is just my one main student character would be smart. Give quests or give certain things to students. I like the idea of like teachers give quests. Yeah, or you could just do server resets at the end of the school year and have the year be like a 1 year long server and then end it at the end of the school year. How much do you want to lean into just pure RP versus how much do you want to lean into gameplay? There's all sorts of interesting decisions that you as a dev or modder could make about like how you actually create like an RP server. I think that leaning more into Hogwarts life as opposed to what can we learn from GTA RP will lead much better stuff, right? For instance, if I apply GTA logic to it, I'm like, oh, we were trying to like steal some potion supplies, but the teachers came, so we got into a dual shootout with the teachers and we smoked the teacher pack, and now we're back in our common. Like, that's just fucking weird. Like, that just makes no sense. Like, as soon as you cast a spell at a teacher, you're probably just expelled. So you have to just throw that out. Should you be able to cast a spell at a teacher? Yeah, sure. And then you're just expelled. And maybe you have to go and become a fucking dark wizard out in the Highlands. But then the problem is you don't get to learn the spells that are taught at Hogwarts. So you just miss out on learning those spells. Listen, if someone wants to hire me to like do the broader level designs for a server, I'll absolutely give you a whole laundry list of ideas. Fuck, I don't need to be hired for it. I'll just do it for free.